Good morning one and all. Now in previous lectures we have seen introduction to second generation system, and after that we have seen third generation system. Later we have seen fourth generation system, and also we have seen difference between 2G to 3G, 3G to 4G, and later we have seen introduction to fifth generation communication system, and in that we have seen some requirements, and we have seen some ITUR recommendation that are proposed for the fifth generation system, right? All this we have covered under the previous lectures. Now in this lecture we will see about the requirements of 5G in detail, right? Although we have seen the requirements of 5G in previous slides, nothing but your previous lecture, in this lecture we will see the requirements of 5G in detail, right? Now coming to the introduction. Now nowadays we can see the tight coupling between the mobile communication system and socio-economic frame. Now this may extend beyond 2020 also. That means what I want to say is that now this tight coupling between the mobile communication system and socio-economic frame not only exists in 2020, nothing but your fifth generation system. Now this coupling between mobile communication and socio-economic frame will extend in sixth generation system and also in seventh generation system and also in future coming generation system. As you go from one generation to the other generation, the coupling becomes more and more tight, right? And also it is observed that there is a more traffic volume, right? As you go from one generation to the other generation, the traffic keeps on increasing, right? And the more devices can be connected with different service requirements. This is also observed in the future generation coming system, where you can observe is that more number of devices can be connected with variety of requirements, and the better quality of user experience is also observed in the future generation communication system with better affordability, right? What I want to say is that now this tight coupling between a mobile communication system and socio-economic frame not only existing in nowadays and also this may extend beyond 2020, and also it is observed that there will be a more traffic volume and the more number of devices can be connected with variety of service requirements and the better quality with better affordability. All these are observed in the future coming generation system, right? Now coming to the observation, now we can observe that new technologies coming into existence. As we go from one generation to the other generation, the new technologies are coming into existence. Now this facilitate a digital economy, right? Now this facilitate digital economy. Now the wireless communication application are expected to facilitate new technology, nothing but your digital economy. For example, you may have smart grid, e-health, intelligent transport system, traffic control, etc. Now this digital economy which we are almost doing now, but in future we may expect the things to go beyond human authentication, right? In future we may expect this particular digital economic things to go beyond human authentication. And there is also a rapid adoption of smartphones and mobile application. Now because of this rapid adoption of smartphones and mobile application, now this caused a tremendous increase in the volume of mobile data traffic, right? As you increase the adoption of smartphones and the mobile application, now this will increase the data traffic, and also you can expect number of devices keeps on increasing as you go from beyond a fifth generation system, nothing but your 6G or 7G, the number of devices will keeps on increasing, and this is due to internet of things, right? Now what we observe is that whatever the existing digital economy is there, now in future we may expect these things to go beyond human authentication, and there is also a rapid adoption of smartphones and the mobile application. Because of this rapid adoption, this increase, there will be an increase in the volume of data traffic, right? And the number of devices, as you go beyond fifth generation system, the number of devices accessing the network will keeps on increasing, right? And next, coming to the user and application trend, right? Now what we expect from the future generation system is that one is very high data rate. In the future IMT systems, nothing but your IMT 2020 and beyond IMT 2020, nothing but your sixth generation system, which we may expect in 2030. and 7th generation system in 2040. Now this coming future IMT system should support a very high data rate. As you go from one generation to the other generation, the other generation should provide a very high data rate if you compare with the previous generation system. And also there will be a large number of connected devices increasement. There you can observe increase in the large number of connected devices, right? And next one is that very low latency. It requires very low latency and high reliability. These are the requirements, user requirements or the application requirements which we are expecting from the future generation system. Nothing but from the future IMT system, what a user or the application will expect is that one is very high data rate, and another one is increase in the number of connected devices, and another one is low latency with high reliability. These are the different cases where a user or a application trend will expect from the future or the coming generation system, nothing but a 5G or 6G or 7G. Now coming to the first requirement, right, from this slide onwards we will see the requirements of 5th generation system in detail. The first and foremost requirement of the 5th generation system is that it should provide very low latency, right? It should provide either it may be C plane latency or U plane latency, right? What is C plane latency and what is U plane latency we have seen in previous lectures, right? Now the first and foremost requirement of the 5th generation system is it should support very low latency and high reliability human centric communication. This is the first and foremost requirement of the 5th generation system, right? Now what user will expect? He will expect the instantaneous connectivity, right? Now whether you or I or any user using the mobile communication system, he will expect to connect instantly without any waiting times. Nothing but applications through which he is connecting, he should get connected to a particular thing without any waiting time, right? That is nothing but your very low latency. A user should connect to a thing without any waiting time, nothing but your flash behavior. Now because of this flash behavior, that means without waiting time a user is getting connected to the thing instantly. Now this flash behavior is a key factor for the success of your cloud services and virtual reality and augmented reality application. Because of this instantaneous connectivity, now we can which is a key for the success, which is a success for the cloud services, virtual reality and reality application, right? And what we expect low latency and high reliability communication in the sectors like e-health, safety, office, entertainment, etc. These are the different sectors where we expect the low latency with high reliability communication. Now nowadays we are having the communication which is designed with a human user. That means in the present generation communication system we have the interference of the user. In future we may expect to design a communication system without any user interference, nothing but your M2M, machine to machine communication with real time consent. Now this design is to be considered in the 5G and also in the future coming generation system. Now for example, you have driverless cars. Now presently we are driving the car with a user. Now in the future we may expect the car driving without any user, right? Now there we are delivering the data between a machine to a machine. And next one is enhanced mobile cloud services, right? This is also a M2M communication example. And next one is controlling the traffic in the real time, which is also an M2M communication. And emergency and disaster response, smart grid, e-health, all these are your M2M communications only. M2M communication where we are expecting this M2M communication in the future generation. And also we have drone, right? Drone is also one of the example for your M2M communication, right? The first and foremost requirement of 5th generation system is that very low latency. That means user should get connected to a thing without any waiting time. Users will expect instantaneous connectivity. That means user should get connected to a thing to which he or she wants to get connected without any waiting time. Now because of this flash behavior, nothing but we call it as flash behavior, that means user gets connected to a thing instantly. Now because of this flash behavior, we are getting succeeded in the cloud services, virtual reality and augmented reality application. Now we are expecting this low latency with high reliability communication in the sectors like e-health, safety, office, entertainment and etc. Now present day communication is that where we are designing a communication system with the human user, right? Nowadays the communication system is designed with the interference of the user. Now in the future generation system, either it may be 5G or 6G or beyond 6G, we are expecting M2M communication. M2M communication, nothing but machine to machine communication, where you will observe there is no interference of a human, right? Example, driverless cars, enhanced mobile cloud services and real time traffic control optimization, emergency disaster response, drones, all these are example for your M2M communication, which we are expecting in the future generation system. We are designing to consider this M2M communication system where there is no interference of a human being, right? This is the first and foremost requirement of a fifth generation system or future generation system. And the next one is, next requirement of fifth generation system is high user density, right? Now we have shopping malls, we have stadiums and open air festivals and other public events where you can observe more number of users, Now at that place we are expecting satisfactory end user presence, right? End user experience, right? Now these are the places like shopping malls, stadiums, open air festivals and other public events. These are the places where we are expecting satisfactory end user experience. But if you consider in the 4G or 3G, right, there will be a fluctuating in the signals if in a crowd area, right? Either you go for shopping malls with a large amount of users, or stadiums with more number of users, or open air festivals with more number of users. There you can observe without signals or the fluctuating in the signals, right? Now this we are overcoming in the future generation system. This we are overcoming in the 5G and the future generation system. Now this high user density is the one more requirement of the 5G or the future generation system. Now its requirement is to provide a user satisfactory user its requirement is to provide a user satisfactory experience, right? Now the crowd with a high traffic density, right, nothing but your shopping malls, stadiums, open air festivals or other public events. These are the places where you can observe more number of users. Now if you go for 3G and 4G, if a person is using 3G and 4G in these particular places, now there he can observe fluctuating in the signals, or sometimes there will be no signal. Now this is overcoming in the future generation system, and fifth generation system or future generation system providing a satisfactory end user experience. That means what is the disadvantage of 4G? It cannot provide satisfactory end user experience in the crowd areas like shopping malls, stadiums, open air festivals and other public events. Now this factor is overcoming in the future generation system, where you can provide satisfactory end user experience in the crowd areas like shopping malls, stadiums, open air festivals and other public events. This is the one more requirement of the fifth generation system. Now coming to the next requirement, high quality at high mobility. What it should do? It should provide a high quality and at high mobility. Mobility, if you go from one generation to the other generation, the mobility keeps on increasing. As the mobility goes on increasing from one generation to other generation, the quality should also get increased. That means the future generation system should provide high quality at high mobility. Though it is supporting high mobility, it should be in a position to support high quality, right? Now because of this maintaining high quality at high mobility, now this will help successful deployment of application. This will help successful deployment of application on the user equipment located either in the cars or in the high speed train. That means in a way of traveling, you can expect a variety of applications coming into existence because of this high quality at high mobility. This will help in maintaining, this will help in creating this will help in creating a successful of application on the user equipment side, right? Now because of this increasing demand for high definition multimedia in entertainment, now this high quality is also one more requirement for the coming generation system. Now the further users will get devices with ultra high definition. As you go from 5G to 6G, 6G to 7G, the quality will goes on increasing. If you see the quality in terms of quality factor, from 1G to 2G the quality has been increased, from 2G to 3G the quality has been increased, from 3G to 4G again the quality has been increased, and from 4G to 5G again the quality will increase, and from 5G to 6G also the quality will keeps on increasing. At the same manner mobility will also keeps on increasing. What is the requirement? The requirement from the future coming generation system is that it should maintain, though it is giving high mobility, it should maintain high quality, right? Now in the future we may expect ultra high definition display, right? Mobile 3D projections, immersive video conferencing and augmented reality. All these we may expect as you increase the quality, right? As you increase the quality we may expect all these things. Now because of this increasing quality at increasing mobility, we may expect more number of applications coming into existence on the user equipment side, right? Because of this high quality at high mobility we may expect more number of applications coming into existence. Now because of this high quality we may expect different devices with maintaining ultra high definition display and 3D projections, reality display, mixed reality display. All this we may expect if a coming generation system is providing high quality at requirement of high quality at high mobility. Now this is one more requirement. We have seen latency, low latency and high reliability. After that we have seen high user density and high quality at high mobility. And coming to the next requirement is that Internet of Things, nothing but your IoT. Now in the future generation system, the number of connected devices, the number of connected things will exceed the number of human user devices. Now this we are going to see from the 5G and beyond 2020, IMT 2020, nothing but your beyond 5G. What we will see is that the number of connected things will exceed the number of human user devices. This we will observe from 5G onwards. Now that connected things may be either a smartphone, or it may be a sensor, or it may be an actuator or cameras, vehicles, etc. Right? The number of connected things will exceed the number of human user devices. Now there is a whole variety of different things. Now here you can observe whole variety of different things which gets connected, and because of this whole variety of different things which are getting connected, now there will be a difference in the energy requirement, energy consumption, and hence the energy requirement and energy consumption, transmission power, latency requirement, cost will be different for different kind of device, because here we are connecting more number of whole variety of different things. Because of this whole variety of different things which are getting connected to it, there will be a different in the energy requirement, energy consumption, transmission power, latency requirement, cost from one device to other device. Now the application area like agriculture you can use, and healthcare you can use, smart energy distribution grid. These are the application areas of your Internet of Things, vehicle to vehicle and vehicle to road infrastructure communication. Different. Now this is the one more requirement of the future coming generation system, that is Internet of Things, driver for different requirements, right? Now this Internet of Things where you can connect more number of things. This is a place where you can connect more number of things. Now because of this connection of wide range of varieties of things, there will be a variation in the energy consumption, transmission power, latency requirement, cost. There will be a variation in this particular energy requirement, energy consumption, transmission power, latency requirement when you compare with one kind of device to the other kind of device. Now in the future we see that what we observe is that the number of connected things will be will be more if I compare with the number of human user devices, right? The number of connected things will exceed the number of human user devices. Now that connected things, either it may be smartphones, actuators, sensor, etc. As we are connecting this variety of different things together, we will vary, the energy requirement will vary, energy consumption will vary, transmission power will vary, cost will vary, all these will vary. Now Internet of Things application areas where you can use in the agriculture, healthcare, now smart energy distribution grid system, and vehicle to vehicle and vehicle to road infrastructure communication. These are the places where you can apply Internet of Things, nothing but where you can connect whole variety of different things, right? Now coming to the next requirement is ultra accurate positioning application. That means we are expecting the accurate position from the future generation communication system, from the 5G or 6G or 7G, that should give the accurate position for the purpose, right? Now it should give the exact navigation services, that means precise ground based navigation services. This should be supported by the future coming generation system. Now because of this accurate position, because when a user gets accurate position, we can get exactly to the relief operation, rescue of missions where the people are in need, right? Now these are the different things that we are expecting from the fifth generation system or beyond 5G system. What we are expecting is that it should give the accurate result, because of that accurate result we can help the people, those who are in need in the relief operations or the rescue missions, and we can deliver, because of this accurate position we can deliver things by the drones. This is also one of the advantage of the future generation system, right? Because of this accurate positioning, there is a possibility of delivering things through the drones. This we will expect from the future generation system. Now because of this exact positioning, because of this providing exact positioning, we can know the people, those who are in need, we can provide the services to the people, those who are in need, because of that accurate position. That means we can approach the people for the relief operation or the rescue missions, we can approach the people exactly because of this accurate position, right? Now one more requirement of the fifth generation system is that ultra accurate positioning application. Now once the fifth generation system or the future generation system will give you the ultra accurate positioning application. Now because of this ultra accurate positioning application, because we can know the exact position of a thing, exact position of a things. Now in relief operation or rescue missions we can know the position of the people, those who are in need, and through drones we may deliver the things. These are the different advantages of your ultra accurate positioning application. Now coming to the next, now growth in IMT traffic. We have seen different requirements in detail, right? Now in this lecture we will see the growth in IMT traffic, right? Now there are different requirements that influence the growth in traffic. One is adoption of devices with enhanced capabilities, increased video usage, device proliferation, nothing but rapid increase in the number of devices, and new applications and drivers and other trends, requirements and other trends which impact the traffic growth. Now these are the different requirements, these are the different technical requirements which are responsible for increase in the growth of IMT traffic. What are those? One is increased in video usage, and another one is increased adoption of devices with enhanced capabilities, and another one is increased number of devices, rapid increase in number of devices, and new applications. Different requirements which impact the traffic growth. These are the different requirements which directly or indirectly which are responsible for the growth in IMT traffic, right? Now from 2020 to 2030, right, from 2020 to 2020, what we expect is that the traffic will grow from 10 to 100 times. From 2020 to 2030, what we expect is that this traffic will grow from 10 to 100 times. These are the anticipations that are described in one of the ITR standard that we will see in the next lecture, right? what we expect is that if you go from this year 2020 to 2030, the IMT traffic will grow from 10 to 100 times. Now what are the requirements, what are the different reasons for this IMT traffic is that one is increased video usage, because nowadays the user is getting more and more addicted to the videos, usage of the videos. That is one of the major requirement for growth in the IMT traffic, that is increased video usage. And next one is new application, because of the new applications coming into existence, which is also one more requirement for the growth in traffic, right, which is one more requirement for growth in traffic. And next, increasing in the number of devices, as you go, as day by day the number of devices will keeps on increasing, which is also one of the major reason for growth in IMT traffic. And next one is enhanced capabilities. Because of this enhanced capabilities, we are getting adapted to the devices. Because of the enhanced capabilities, user will get adapted to the devices, which is also one of the reason for the IMT traffic. And next one is other trends which impact the etc., which impact the traffic growth. Now because of these 5 reasons, one is video usage increase, and another one is rapid increase in the number of devices, and another one is new applications, and another one is with enhanced capabilities, users are getting adapted to the devices. Because of these reasons, there will be a growth in the IMT traffic. Now from as we go from 2020 to 2030, we may expect this IMT growth in the IMT traffic will grow from 10 to 100 times as we go from 2020 to 2030. Now what we expect is that this IMT traffic will grow 10 to 100 times, right? Now this anticipations globally, right, these anticipations are discussed under one of the ITUR recommendation, that is 2083, I think 2083 or 2037, right. It is a ITUR standard where the anticipations and globally anticipations of IMT traffic are discussed in detail, that we will see in the next lecture, right. Now what are the reasons for IMT traffic? Video usage, rapid increase in the number of devices, adoption of devices with enhanced capabilities, new applications, and other reasons. These are the reasons for the IMT growth in the traffic, and this will increase from 10 to 100 times from 2020 to 2030, right. Now coming to the different requirements for traffic beyond 2020. Beyond 2020, nothing but your after 5G, nothing but your 6G or 7G. These are the different requirements. For growth in the traffic beyond 2020. What we first one is deployment of new IMT technology. That means as the new technologies coming into existence, the growth of the traffic will keeps on increase. And next is growth of M2M application. The M2M application has started in the 5th generation only, and this will continue in the 6th generation system and 7th generation system. Now because of this growth of M2M application, which is also one of the requirement for growth in the IMT traffic. And next one is enhanced screen resolution, nothing but your high quality, as we go from 5G to 6G, 6G to 6G, 6G to 7G. Now that will provide high quality. Now because of this high quality, this will result in the growth in traffic. And next is your cloud computing, right. Cloud computing is also one of the requirement for growth in traffic. And next one is growth in audio or visual and media streaming, media consumption, right. Growth, this is also one of the requirement for growth in traffic beyond 2020. Next one is rapid increase in the number of screens, ambient screens. Proliferation is nothing but rapid increase in the number of ambient screens. This is also one of the requirement for the traffic growth in the traffic beyond 2020. Deployment scale. And next we have demography in urbanization trends, demography. This is also one of the requirement for traffic beyond 2020. And next we have evolution in usage or the traffic. See, as you go from one generation to another generation, the usage keeps on increasing, usage of things keeps on increasing. This is also one of the requirement for growth in traffic in beyond 2020, traffic asymmetry, subscriber behavior, and fixed broadband, replacement of fixed broadband by mobile broadband. This is also one of the major requirement for growth in the traffic beyond 2020. These are the different requirements. These are the different requirements which are responsible for growth in traffic beyond 2020. One is new technology, and next one is growth in M2M application. Already M2M communication has been started in the 5th generation system. Now this will continue in 6G and 7G also. Now the growth in M2M application is also one of the reason for growth in traffic beyond 2020. Enhanced screen resolution, cloud computing. Now the growth in media streaming, video usage keeps on increasing. Video usage keeps on increasing as you go from one generation to other generation. Now this is also one of the requirement for growth in traffic beyond 2020. And next we have rapid increase in the number of screens. Nothing but more users are using more number of screens, which is also one of the requirement for growth in traffic. Deployment time scale, and next one is demography of urbanization trends, and next one is usage has been increasing, traffic asymmetry, subscriber behavior, and replacement of FBB by MBB, fixed broadband by mobile broadband. These are the different drivers, these are the different requirements where we can observe the growth in traffic beyond 2020, right? And next we will see about the energy aspects, right? As you see these energy aspects, now the energy consumption may become a limiting factor, because as you go from one generation to other generation, what we see is that the number of users are getting increased. Now because of this increasing in the number of users, the energy consumption will also increase. Now the energy consumption may become limiting factor. As you increase the number of users, the consumption of the energy will also increase. Now this may become limiting factor because if there is an unsustainable level of cost of operation, now the things may take different turn. What I want to say is that as we go from one generation to the other generation, we are getting some extra features with enhanced capabilities, and we are getting some new application. Now because of all these things, now what happens is that users will get increased. Now because of the increasing in the number of users, the energy consumption is also increases. Now the energy consumption, limiting this energy consumption, the energy consumption may become limiting factor, right? Now we will take one example. From the previous generation system, right? Now the energy consumption of wireless networks in 2011, this is from in the 2011. Now the energy consumption is 17 kilowatts hour per year per user. That means for a single user, he has the energy consumed by a single user in a year is 17 kilowatts per hour. 17 kilowatts hour is the energy consumption per a single user in the year. Now in 2011, the 5.9 billion users are the total mobile subscription. That means that 100 terawatt hour per year is the energy consumption in the particular year, which is a 0.5% of the electrical energy consumption in the entire world. That means now this will exceed in the coming generation system also. This energy consumption will exceed this limit also, as because here we have 5.9 billion users in 2011, 5.9 billion mobile users in the 2011. Now these mobile users will exceed in 2012, and this will also increase in 2013. As years keeps on increasing, the mobile users will also get increased, and the energy consumption will also get increased, right? Now what we expect from the future generation is that improvements in energy efficiency. In order to keep traffic affordable, in order to keep this increase in the traffic affordable, we are expecting the improvements in the energy efficiency. What I want to say is that as you go from one generation to the other generation, the users keeps on increasing. As the users keeps on increasing, the energy consumption will also increase, right? If you go from 4G to 5G, the users are getting increased, and hence the energy consumption will also gets increased. Now because of this, as the energy consumption keeps on increasing, Now this may become a limiting factor. Now in order to overcome this, what we are expecting from the future generation system is that improvements in the energy efficiency, right? Improvements in the energy efficiency is expected from the future generation system to keep the increase in the traffic affordable, right? To keep the increase in the traffic affordable. Now this is an example. This is collected from the one of the ITR standard, right? This is an example for in order to understand, in order to give a explanation how the energy consumption is there for in the 2011 and how the energy consumption will keeps on increasing in the future. This I have considered from the one of the ITR standard. So, right? Now this energy consumption, we are expecting the improvements in the energy efficiency from the future generation communication system, right? As we go from one generation to the other generation, the mobile users will keeps on increasing. As the mobile users keeps on increasing, the energy consumption by the user will also increase, right? Now because of the increase in the energy consumption, this may become a limiting factor. Energy consumption may become a limiting factor. In order to overcome that, we are expecting from the future generation system, nothing but your 5G or 6G, what we are expecting is that improvements in the energy efficiency. Now because of the improvements in the energy efficiency, now this will keep the increased traffic affordable, right? Now this till now we have seen requirements and growth in the IMT traffic. Now what are the different requirements that are different requirements for the growth in IMT traffic beyond 2020 also we have seen, and we have seen energy aspects also, right? Now these are the different topics we have seen in this lecture. Now in the next lecture we will see the anticipations in the growth of traffic in 2020 and beyond 2020, starting from 2020 to 2030. What are the anticipations that are done globally in terms of growth of traffic, that we will see in the next lecture, right? Till now we have seen requirements of 5G in detail. One is very low latency with high reliability and high user density, right? High mobility, high quality at high mobility. And next we have seen ultra accurate navigation, accurate positioning application. All these requirements we have seen in detail, and later we have seen what are the different reasons for the growth in IMT traffic, and later we have seen different requirements for growth in traffic beyond 2020 also. And here we have seen energy, it may become limiting factor, because as the number of users will increase, the energy consumption will also increase. Now what we are expecting from the future coming generations is that improvement in the energy efficiency should be provided. Because of that we can maintain a increase in the traffic, right? Now here ends the requirements of 5G. In the next lecture we will see the anticipations of growth in the traffic globally in the next lecture, right? Thank you.